Ladies and gentlemen, I'll say good morning because it's still 2 minutes to 12, but this is the afternoon game kicking off at midday. Players have finished with their warm-ups for the second grade game between the Baulkham Hills Kookaburras and your defending champions, the Manly Eagles, suffering their first loss last week against MacArthur. They'll be looking for a big bounce-back game this afternoon. Your umpires for the second grade game behind the plate, Paul Jones on first base. After calling the third grade game is Billy Green. And in the hot corner at third base, Nick Glasbrook. Lineups for this one. For the Baulkham Hills Club leading off, playing third base, Jeremy Bylighter. Playing centre field, Jack Dormer. First baseman, Nick Chappell. Looks like an M, but it's an M when I zoom in. Designated hitter, Chris Oxspring. Second base, Tom Roberts. Left field, Mackenzie Bowen. Right field, Tom Pello. Shortstop, Rob Moore. And the catcher for the Baulkham Hills Club, Rowan North. And pitching is Josh Smith. Manager for Baulkham Hills is Troy Keane. And the Manly Eagles will line up this way, leading off the shortstop, number 3, Brad Zorn. Batting 2, number 25, the third baseman, Trent Nickel. Third hitter, number 54, the second baseman, Josh Beasley. Batting in the 4 hole, the designated hitter, number 13, Brendan Haythwaite. Batting 5, number 21, Ben Sutton, playing first base. The left fielder, Al Fear, number 33, batting 6. Max Milner, number 32, playing right field. Kazu Maeda, 27, and catching. And Adam O'Neill will bat in the 9 hole, playing centre field. And pitching for your Manly Eagles is number 21, Massa Endo. And your manager, Chris Corey. So as I mentioned, it's a big redemption game for the Eagles. It's a battle of the teams in the top 4. It's first versus fourth. And there has been a late change. Max Milner will move to left field and Al Fear will move to right field. As the umpires discuss the ground rules here, players warming up and waiting for the cue to take the field. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the first pitch shortly. So the preliminaries are done and players are ready to go. And leading off for the Baulkham Hills Club, it will be the third baseman, Jeremy Baulkham. And a ball there to start this one. And Baulkham fouls that one over to the right side. 1 ball and a strike now for the leadoff. Massa fires in, called strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes now to start this one. A bit of breeze around the ballpark today, but it is a very nice day. No cloud in sight around the ballpark, so perfect conditions here. And the curveball there from Endo is the first strikeout of this one. 1 away. Centre fielder will take his spot in the batter's box here. Jack Dormer, caught on Wednesday night and is in second grade here tonight. Starts with ball 1. Called strike there. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. And another called strike. He's ahead now, a ball and 2 strikes. Looking to make quick work of this Baulkham Hills lineup to start the game. That one fouled off over to the right side. Count will remain a ball and 2 strikes. And a swinging strike there, foul tip for strike 3. 9 pitches and we have 2 out here in this one, and it'll be the first baseman, Mick Chappell, stepping up. Chappell fouls that one off. Massa ahead early, 1 with the strike. That ball rolling foul into the Baulkham Hills dugout. 2 strikes now for Chappell. Hitting in the 3 hole. Massa fires a fastball up over the head of Chappell, and that'll be the first ball of this at bat. That ball just sneaking inside. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Massa looking to finish this inning. That one down and in. So full count. It's come back all the way. Chappell here. Very patient at bat. And gets that one to foul off into the third base coach's box. So count will remain full. Massa now kicks and deals, and ball 4 inside. Chris Offspring now, the designated hitter, batting with 2 out. Fouls that one off. Trent Nicol, massive run from third base. Just not able to get there. Kazu Maeda, the catcher, lost sight of it, couldn't pick it up. So Offspring, who came out of the bullpen in Wednesday night's game, behind early, a ball and a strike. Pick-off attempt over at first. Chappell getting back, standing up. Swinging strike there for Offspring. Now 0-2 against Massa Endo. 2 baseballing veterans right here. And Offspring lines that to the first baseman, Benton Sutton. And that finishes the first inning. Manly will be coming up to bat in the bottom of the first with the score on the Procar Automotive scoreboard tied up at 0-0. Welcome back to Aquatic Ballpark. It's the bottom of the first inning, and it's Brad Zorn, the leadoff for the Manly Eagles. And he's facing Josh Smith for the Baulkham Hills club and takes a called strike to start his at-bat. Foul ball there from Zorn, right into where our cameras were in the first few games, but a couple of new locations being trialled out today, so escaped any harm there for the cameras. And Zorn punches that one. Can't get past the outstretched arm of the young pitcher Smith, and that'll be the first out in this one. Trent Nicol now, third baseman for the Eagles, back into his infielder role. Takes strike one to start his at bat. And that ball there catching the young Borco catcher in the nether regions. Moan and groan from his dugout. ball and a strike now for Nickel. Ground ball to the shortstop. Rob Moore with the throw over to Chappell at first, and that is the second out of the inning. Josh Beasley now, young under 18 product. Played a big role in yesterday's 8-1 win in the under 18 game. We'll have all the scores from around the ground a little bit later in this coverage. We'll dissect all of the State League and Women's League results. There's some big wins from Manly teams on that scoreboard coming up as well. That ball down. 3 balls for Beasley, 2 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And then Beasley takes ball 4 up, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Beasley to advance an extra 90 feet, and he'll be aboard here with 2 out for Brendan Haythwaite, the designated hitter today. Came in as a pinch hitter on Wednesday night and singled into right field, almost getting himself doubled off later in that inning. Getting a little bit adventurous. And that's ball 5 there from Smith. Speedy Beasley at first takes his lead. And Smith back with a strike there for strike 1, even in his count at 1-1. Big welcome to all our viewers currently online watching this game. Feel free to say g'day. If you've got any questions about what's happening here at the ballpark, fire them in. If you pick up any Freudian slips from me, let me know as well. All criticism, constructive or not, is very welcome as Haythwaite strikes out there, and that'll finish the first inning. And the score will remain at 0-0. Are you missing out on pizzas with different flavours to complement the traditional? Want something mouthwatering using exclusively fresh, high-quality ingredients? Or simply you want to enjoy traditional goodness you desire as well as amazing, delicious South American flavours on a crispy thin base? Open 7 days a week. I Love Pizza offer pick-up, delivery and eat-in from 2 convenient Northern Beaches locations at DY and Bagala. Catering for functions isn't a problem either, even on short notice. So simply give I Love Pizza a call and they will happily discuss your requirements. I love pizza. Love every bite. Tom Roberts now leading off for Baulkham Hills side. Top of the second inning action here. Another beautiful day for baseball here at Aquatic Baseball. You're watching the live and exclusive coverage on EBSN, Eagles Baseball Sports Network. Tom Roberts fouling that off into the light pole behind the first base dugout for strike one. And that ball just sneaking inside. Ball one for Endo. I need my jumper. It's getting a little bit chilly in the broadcast booth. No air conditioning in here. It's all natural. As that one gets through the legs. Bit of tunnel ball action there on the backhand attempt by Beasley. So Roberts aboard. For Bowen, who grounds the first pitch to Zorn, can't get a handle on it for the double play, but he does get the ball up and over the diamond to Ben Sutton in time for the out. And a big hello to our second grade starter, Adam Brown, down in Melbourne at the moment. I believe he's on a fitness conference. He says the broadcast announcer sounds really good looking. Well, you've got either really good taste or really bad eyes, but I'll go with the former on that one. So get out of Charlie down in Melbourne. He's probably chomping at the bit to get back into things. Wasn't quite happy with his performance last week, but worked hard during the week and hopefully in time for next Saturday's duel up on the Central Coast against the Marlins, a replay of last year's grand final. So that ball down for ball two. Tom Pello, the hitter, young under 18 product for the Hillside. Lifts that ball into centre field. Adam O'Neill underneath it, makes the squeeze, gets it back in to the middle of the diamond, and that is the second out of this second inning. Tommy Roberts staying at second base there. So with two out, it's the second baseman, Rob Moore, for the Hills. And he takes a call for strike one. And that ball lifted into right field. It'll get down for a base hit to Alfier. He's coming home. Tom Roberts cut off to the plate, not in time. Kazu fires it back up to second. And Pello is in there with a double and scores Tom Roberts from second base. So an early lead for Baulkham Hills in this one at the bottom of the second. And it'll bring the 9-hole hitter, Rowan North, up, who lifts the first offering into right field. And Alfier will run it down, and that'll finish the top of the second. So Baulkham Hills are the first run of the game, and after 1.5, they have the lead, 1-0 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. So Ben Sutton will lead things off here in the bottom of the second for the Eagles, and he'll take the first pitch at the knees for strike one. And that one up and away for ball two. Ball one. 1-1 now for Sutton. Charlie Brown very happy with the coverage so far. Wasn't happy with Zorni making that little bobble at second base and missing out on the double play, but that's the way things go. He was able to make sure he got one of the outs, which is the minimum job required in that situation. Unfortunately, Tom Roberts came round and scored, but plenty of runs in this Manly offense, and Ben Sutton will get this started with a single into right field. Tom Pello doing the cleaning up over in right field there. Alfie now back in the second grade side. Missed last year after shoulder surgery, which was lingering from the previous season. Good to see Al back in maroon and white. Had a game earlier in the season in third grade and gets the call up into second grade this week. And he'll take that pitch for a called strike, get his first at bat in second grade underway. And a big welcome back. That ball's going to go into the corner. Sutton will round second, go to 3, and Alfie will move up into second base with a ground rule double. Cones in right field still in effect due to some water down there from the rains. Not the best drainage down in the corner. So any ball that does roll into those cones is a ground rule double. Obviously, if you're strong enough and you can land it in the splash zone, then it will be a home run. But that is a very good at-bat from the two batters to start this one in Sutton and Fear. 2 runners in scoring position with none out here in the bottom of the second. And it brings up Max Milner, the left fielder here. Here's a late change from the starting lineup. He moved from right field to left field with Fear moving over to right. And he takes the first pitch up for a ball. And young Josh Smith comes back with a strike to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Excuse me. So Baulkham Hills out to an early lead in this one in the top of the second. Manly fighting back here with 2 runners on, and this will score a run. Ball hit hard. Bit of a hop there for the shortstop, not able to handle it. Sutton initially holding up, but as soon as he saw that the shortstop couldn't handle the ball, he took off for the plate, and that will tie the ball game here. Fear remaining at second. Max Milner aboard on what ended up being the fielder's choice. We'll check with the scorers on that one, but we'll put it down as a fielder's choice. So Kazuma Ida, the catcher now at the plate. Still none out. Runners on first and second. Manly looking to inflict some pain here early in this one. Fear with the lead at second. That pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. And the curveball there getting away from the catcher. Both Fear and Milner running on the pitch, and they advance an extra 90 feet. Maeda squaring for the bunt there, but it wasn't needed. big opportunity for the young catcher to give Manly a couple of runs buffer early in this one. It's 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3. Walk here will load the bases with Adam O'Neill on deck. Josh Smith with the strike. Fills the count up now with first base open. And that ball looked like it was on the outside corner, but the catcher makes it look like a strike, and Paul Jones will ring Kazu Mayata out for the first out of this inning. So first base open now for Adam O'Neill with 1 out. Runners on second and third. And that ball up for ball 1. And O'Neill will ground that ball. Throw home. The high throw will be too much. Oh, Alan Fear thrown out at home despite the slide. Good play by the shortstop, getting that ball home. The throw came in a little bit high, but the catcher was able to get the ball in his glove and apply the tag. Dan, we're going to watch it on our replay here in the broadcast booth. The throw, the high. Well, we won't say any more about that one, but they have saved the run, the Baulkham Hills. Max Milner remains at second base, didn't move up the 90 feet on that one, as Zorn takes that for a strike. Back to the top of the lineup. For the Manly Eagles, 2 out. And that'll do it. Bit of an opportunity missed there by the Eagles. But after the second inning, Manly tied up, and it's 1-1 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. Are you hankering for niche service providers for your vehicle's varied mechanical care? You do not need to search each player for your vehicle's mechanical repairing need, as Procar Automotive are the one-stop shop solution for all mechanical repair services and have been servicing the Northern Beaches for over 30 years. Procar provide all mechanical services at the sprawling centre, equipped with the latest tools and modern amenity. Come down to Middleton Road at Cromer and say hello to John and the team at Procar. They'll certainly look after you as he looks after me. So the Eagles unlucky in that bottom of the second not to get an extra run or two and get back in the lead in this one. Very close play at home, preventing that from happening. A good play by the shortstop Moore to prevent that. They're the opportunities that you need to take, especially early in ball games. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Got to pick yourself up off the floor and go again. Massa starts this at bat of Baulkham with the ball. 2 balls now. First one on the inside, second one on the outside. Baulkham will lift that one to Milner at left field. And Baulkham is tied for the second time in this game. So the centre fielder now, Jack Dormer, up for his second at-bat. Struck out in his first at-bat. And takes ball one to start this one. He fouls that one off over to the left side. Nickel does the clean-up work in foul territory. A ball and a strike now for Dormer. Ball and a strike now for Dormer. Endo in the wind-up. And he swings and misses at that one. Big cut without contact. A ball and 2 strikes now. That ball just a little bit higher. Good location by Endo. Couldn't induce the swing by Dormer. Very patient at the plate. And it'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one off the end of the bat. Bit of chalk needed on that one. Umpire Jones will just make sure it's still in a usable condition, and he throws it out. So that ball will go into the training bucket. Dormer now 2-2 here in the top of the third inning. Pop up. That's going to fall into left field. No, Max Milner underneath it. And that's the second out of the inning. That ball looked like it was softer at the bat than what it originally ended up. Nice read by Milner to get in on that early. Chapel now, long at bat in the first inning, rather. Fought all the way back from 2 early fouls, down 0-2 to draw a walk. And is behind 0-1 against Endo here as Massa starts from the wind-up and puts that one on the outside corner for ball 1, a ball and a strike. Don't forget you can follow the live play-by-play action on Game Changer. Jump on the app. Link up with the Manly State League, Manly Eagles State League second grade. Join the community and you can see all the live play-by-play action there as you are watching live on EBSN, Eagles Baseball Sports Network. You can join all 4 of the State League Game Changer pages. Receive notifications when games start. Check all the stats around the league. And follow your Manly Eagles. So Chapel draws the count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 out, and he can't get a swing from Chapel. Another good at bat from Chapel, young under 18 player. Draws a second walk on this game, battling back with 2 strikes on him, and he is aboard here in the top of the third inning. James Miller walking up to the bullpen to start warming up. Massa Endo will start Chris Oxspring with a strike. here with 2 out. Chappell takes off. Beasley with the pickup at second base. No tunnel ball this time. Gets it over to Ben Sutton at first. And Oxspring's retired for the 3rd out of the inning. And after 2.5, it's 1-1 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. Trent Nicol leading things off here for Manly in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Called strike and a ball to start things off. And that will be inside for ball 2. 2-1 now for the man they know as TJ. Spent a bit of time so far up in first grade as well. A couple of starts and a couple of appearances off the bench. And that ball's down, 3 balls and a strike. And they're looking to get early base runners in this 3rd inning. And that'll be ball 4. TJ aboard. Josh Beasley now, second baseman. Made the play to finish that top of the 1st inning. And a double play. Will erase 2 runners on that one. Ball hit to Tom Roberts at second base. Not much he could do there, Trent Nicol. And a quick 2-out action here. Manly bench not happy with that called strike. Start the at-bat here for Haythwaite. That ball dropped in for a called strike too. That looked alright to me. Checks his swing on that one. Down into the dirt for ball one. Baulkham Hills making the appeal, but it won't be successful on this occasion. So hopefully we'll see another pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes here with 2 out in the bottom of the third. That one down on the knees. Good pitch there by Smith, and that will end this quick inning. Double play helping out on this one. So the score will remain 1-1 on the Pro Car of the Money scoreboard after 3. The Rallies team are a small, proud team who take a proud personal and professional approach to the sale, installation and maintenance of their revolutionary rail glider systems. The Rallies Rail Glider is the most innovative and unique incline access product on the market, offering smooth, quiet and rapid access to all properties on an incline. The Rallies Rail Glider is the up-to-date solution for access anywhere at home. To find out more, visit www.railius.com.au. Master Endo out on the mound still, his third inning of work, and he will start things off with a strike. On the second baseman, Tommy Roberts, the lone run scorer for the Kookaburras so far in this second grade game. The 2-strike pitch down and away. One ball and 2 strikes now. And that pitch popped up and out of play for strike 2 again, I guess. Count will remain at a ball and 2. And Roberts hits that ball hard. And Adam O'Neill will wave off Max Milner in right field and make that play. And that'll be the first out of the top of the 4th inning. Good read by O'Neill in right field. Was able to track it down early. So Mackenzie Bowen now takes pitch, first pitch for a called strike. Mackenzie Bowen will line that one into centre field. And it'll be a 1-out single here to get things started for the Kookaburras in the top of the 4th inning. Tom Pello now flew out in his first at bat. That ball down for ball one. 1 ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike now for Pello. So 3 balls and a strike now to Pello. We're going to go deep in this at bat. And Massa comes back with a strike there to fill this one up. So the runner going there. Great stop by Nickel at first base, and he's called safe at first. Great play by Trent at third base. Diving stop over the base. Just in time over at first base. Good set of wheels from Tom Pello there. Runs on first and second now for Moore. Singled into right field on his last at bat, scoring the run for the Baulkham Hills side. And he will take strike one. So Endo looking, hopefully get a ground ball on this one. Get out of it with any more damage. And he will hit a soft little line ball into right field. Mackenzie Bowen freezing on the play, making sure it hit the ground before he took off for third. So loaded bases here for the Kookaburras. And 1 out. Massa Endo, 62 pitches so far in this outing. Couple of deep counts. As Chris Corey will come out of the third base dugout and have a quick chat to his starting pitcher, Massa Endo. So the meeting on the mound is over, and it's the catcher Rowan North now with the job to do here with loaded bases, as Massa Endo fires in a strike there to start this at bat. He's ahead early 0-1. That ball hooked foul, almost taking out the runner at third base, Mackenzie Bowen. Will be interesting to see where that ball might have hitting, Bowen really close to that line. If he's in fair territory, he becomes an out. So Massa ahead 0-2. Big out here for Massa Endo if he can get this one. Fires that one up for ball 1. A ball and a strike. And another swing there. That gets the swing. That gets the out. So it becomes the second out. Second out of this top of the 4th. Baulkham Hills will turn the lineup over. Back to Jeremy Bylighter, the third baseman, leading things off here. He has the bases loaded. And an opportunity to get Baulkham Hills the lead and a few extra runs to boot. And he will take strike 1. And pops up. Sutton hustling to the fence for it. He's going to just miss out. Run straight into the fence. My pen just blows its top. And 2 strikes now for Bylighter. Massa sets. Checks the runners. And that ball delivered upstairs. So, ball and 2 strikes now. Bylighter still with it all to do. Does have the bases loaded. Opportune time to get some early runs. That ball down. Two now the count. 2 out in the bottom of the 4th with the bases loaded. Bylighter will take ball 3. So runners will be going. Bylighter will pop up the curveball. Nicker will get underneath it, make the catch, and that will be the end of the top of the 4th. Massa Endo holding his nerve as the experienced pitcher does time and time again. With the bases loaded, Baulkham Hills can't capitalise, and after the top of the 4th, the score will remain 1-1. Bottom of the fourth here at Aquatic Ballpark. You're live on EBSN, Eagles Baseball Sports Network. If you're watching live, make sure you send us a hoy, say g'day. Let us know what you think of the coverage. Let us know of anything that you want to see us do. We can certainly accommodate, we can look at accommodating anything you may think will be beneficial to your experience watching us call home games here at Aquatic Ballpark, live and exclusive on Wednesday nights and all day Sunday. Ben Sutton takes that pitch for ball two. 2 balls and a strike now for Sutton. Lead off single in the last inning. Started a little bit of a rally, which was curtailed by a couple of outs late as he grounds that ball to second base and becomes the first out of this bottom of the fourth. Alfield takes strike one, called strike one. Doubled into the right field corner in his last at bat. Thrown out at home, despite his best efforts. Going head first into the plate. Good play made by the Baulkham Hills shortstop. And he evens the counter ball on a strike. Two and one now. Ball there by Josh Smith to Alfield. He pulls that one foul, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And another ground ball to second base. So Manly with a substitute here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Tom Butler. Came in as a late replacement in the third grade game and makes an entry here in this one here. Butler fouls that one off to start his at bat here and swings through the second pitch on offer. Behind now, 2 strikes. Manager Chris Corey making the most of his bench here this afternoon, as did third grade manager Tim Clark. So ball there gets away from Tatcharoa North. 1 and 2 now for Butler. And another foul ball into the back screen. Continues this at bat for Butler. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That ball in, almost collecting Butler on the elbow guard. Good to see Paul Goodsell checking in on the coverage from his new location on the north coast of New South Wales as Butler grounds that ball to second base. Looks like a bit of a magnet out there in this inning. Tommy Roberts with the 3 assists in this inning gets the job done. So the score will remain at 1-1 through 4 innings on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. Founded on a simple principle, Black Label Fitness only ever had one mission: make exercise an experience. Black Label Fitness are the new kids on the block and are sure to make that happen for you. Forget the boring, monotonous workouts or plodding along on a treadmill. Exercise should never be a chore. Our trainers are born leaders and have an uncanny ability to inspire, motivate, and educate, and they all have a great sense of humour, leaving you with the feeling that you can take over the world after every single session. So if you're looking to make a change in your fitness regime or feel as if you need some motivation, come down to the gym at Warriewood and say hello to Adam and the gang. We don't bite, and they will sure be thrilled to get you on board. Black Label Fitness. New pitcher for the Eagles, it's going to be the lefty, James Miller, coming to the mound in replace of Massa Endo after 4 very good innings of work to start this one. So mainly going righty-lefty, as they did in third grade as well. And Jack Dormer shows bunt and takes ball 1. Defensive changes after a pinch hit in the previous inning for the Eagles. Tom Butler, who replaced Max Milner, will take up his position at first base. Dormer fouls that one off. Alfear moves from right field into left field. And Ollie Stokes comes in as a replacement for Ben Sutton. And he will take up the spot in right field. So Jack Dormer, a ball and a strike, takes that ball in for strike 2. Miller is ahead now in his first at bat of the top of the fifth. Dormer fouls that one off. And Dormer, another foul ball, this time down to third base. Miller after the first out of this inning here, hoping to be Jack Dormer. And that ball in for ball 2. Don't forget, you can keep up to date with everything happening with Manly Eagles Baseball on the socials. Manly Eagles Baseball on Facebook and Instagram. So get on there, give us a like, give us a follow. Foul ball there off the foot of Dormer. Might hurt for a minute. Six pitch at bat here so far for the young Dormer. Playing in the centre field today. With Nick Chappell waiting on deck, who is yet to have an official at bat. Drawing 2 walks so far in the game. Dormer struck out and flied into left field in his first 2 at bats. And a poke there by Dormer. Goes no further than Tom Butler at first base. And there it is, the first out of this inning for James Miller. Nick Chappell today will be looking to reach the base paths for the 3rd consecutive time. He doesn't care how he does it, so long as he gets on. 2 very long at-bats so far as he takes that pitch for a strike. And puts that one in play, but it will go foul. So Chappell behind 0-2, but that doesn't matter. He has fought back from that position before. Miller hoping to close the door on Chappell here. And he leaves that pitch up. 1-2 now for Chappell. Oxspring on deck. He'll be hoping young Chappell can get himself in a position to potentially give Baulkham Hills an opportunity to retake the lead as that ball's inside for ball 2. And Miller drops that one over very nicely. That's a Miller special. So Chappell's retired for the first time today. And 2 out now for Oxspring. I'll talk you up, Tommy Roberts. No worries, mate. Tommy Roberts, on deck batter, asking for a shout out. So we'll give him one when he steps up. What's your Instagram, Tommy? TOM? RB? RTS. So there's no E in Roberts. Tom Roberts. So if you like number 66 of Baulkham Hills, jump on. Give him a follow. One of the nice guys of the New South Wales State League. Well, he gave Manly the win on Wednesday night, so we'll take that one. So 1-1 here for Miller as he fires that ball in for a called strike. 1-2 now. Miller, one strike away from getting out of this top of the 5th inning and getting the Manly bats back in the batter's box to get some more runs. Wants to leave Tommy Roberts on deck. That's a great pitch on the knees by Miller. Kazu Maeda liked it. He was ready to bail for the dugout, but home plate Paul Jones didn't pull the trigger. So Miller will have to throw maybe one more pitch. And that ball out of the range of a diving Brad Zorn at shortstop. And Oxspring is aboard. Avoids being the third out 3 consecutive times. So it is Tommy Roberts, Tomroberts. It's the last time I'll give you that plug, Tommy. Reached on an error and flied out in his first 2 at-bats. Has scored the lone run for the Kookaburras so far today. There's the head 0-1. As Miller drops that one in for a called strike. In on the knees. Tommy not happy with that one. And nice curveball there for strike 2. So again, Miller, 1 strike out, 1 strike away. From getting out of this one. Tommy Roberts filling this count up now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first and 2 outs. Miller looking to get out of it right here with his pitch. And a foul ball which will stay foul. Never give up on the ball. You never know what it's going to do, especially here with the Aquatic hop. That ball not so much going to hop, but it may hit a little rock or a cut in the grass and bounce the way you don't want it to. So Miller, 6 pitch at bat here so far for Roberts. And another foul. So 3, the full count pitch again. 3rd time lucky for Miller, is it? Gets the ground ball. Into the hole. Zorn's able to cut this one off, but Tom Roberts is quick enough to get up to first base. Will extend this inning. And it'll be the centre fielder, Mackenzie Bowen. Left fielder, correction. My L looked like a C. Mackenzie Bowen. Good at bat there by Tom Roberts. Get himself aboard and extend this inning. Move Chris Oxspring into scoring position. And a called strike there for James Miller on Mackenzie Bowen to get this one started. Down for ball 1. 1-1 now. on the count. And a big swing and miss on the curveball from Miller. So Miller ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. And a double steal by the Baulkham Hills runners. Saw the curveballs coming. Knew they had the extra time to move themselves up 90 feet. So now 2 runners in scoring position. And they were one swing away, but that ball's gone high into the sky. Josh Beasley's under it. He makes the grab, and Miller will retire that one. And that will finish the top of the 5th inning. Score will remain 1-1 after the top of the 5th. So defensive change here for the Baulkham Hills Orioles in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jeremy Bylighter comes out of the game, and Hayden Liberopoulos will take the position at third base. And a pinch hitter here for the Eagles. It is Mikey Amir. And he takes ball 1 down to get this one started. So Tom Roberts certainly kept busy. Another diving play that time, so that's 4 straight assists for Tom Roberts at second base. Very good play by Tom Roberts. And that's a called strike 1 on Adam O'Neill to start this one. Call strike and then a ball there for O'Neill. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Adam laying off that one now to even up the count. 2-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 ball game. Third grade tied in the earlier game. Manly with a little bit of a comeback. And Adam O'Neill will drive that one into the right centre gap. Centrefield is going to get across, cut it off before it gets to the fence. Adam's going to hustle to short to second base, and he turns it into a hustle double. Great piece of base running. He was thinking 2 out of the box. There was no way he was going to settle for a single. He wanted to put himself into scoring position and give the top of the lineup the chance to drive him in to give their team the chance to go ahead in this one. And that does turn the lineup back over for the leadoff hitter of the Manly Eagles, Brad Zorn. Single to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Got it to the shortstop in the second at-bat. So hopefully we'll be looking to get it into the outfield in this appearance. Zorn takes first offering from Josh Smith. High for ball 1. And that ball will be taken inside for ball 2. So Zorn ahead now, 3 balls. First base open. One out now. Baulkham, a bit of movement in there, bullpen. And that is in for a strike. 3 balls. And a called strike. Zorn punches that into right field. And it won't get down. It's a great diving catch out there by Tom Pello. Nice catch by Pello in right field. Great camera work by our crew here, getting that one caught on film for you to see. So 2 out, and it's the third baseman, Trent Nickel. Go ahead, run on second base, and he takes that one in the shoulder. So Josh Beasley now, couple of runners on, drew a walk earlier, and it's going to take a visit from Josh Brown. It looks like there will be a pitching change here. I did hear them talking about it earlier. So it looks like Josh Smith's afternoon is over, and they will be calling to their bullpen. So whilst they make this change, we'll take a break and we'll be back with you shortly. No, so just a visit there, just to calm down his charger from Bramley. Smith remains out in the mound for now, and Beasley takes strike 1. And that ball won't be caught by the shortstop. It's going to get into centre field. A bubble by Dormer in centre field. And Trent Nickel goes from first to third. Adam O'Neill comes in to give Manly the lead. And it's a single for Josh Beasley. So he takes the 1-0, the 0-1 pitch over the head of shortstop, despite the leap. Just can't get it into his glove. And it's an important RBI, 2-out RBI here for the Eagles in the bottom of the 5th. Hathwaite takes the 0-1 pitch and fouls that one off. Hathwaite down 0-2, lifts this one into left field. It'll sit up in front of the left fielder, Mackenzie Bowen. Josh Beasley goes all the way from first to third, and it will be a stand-up double for Brendan Hathwaite. It's an RBI double. It moves Beasley into third, and more importantly, puts Hathwaite himself in the scoring position to extend this lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hathwaite had struck out on both of his previous at-bats. So back-to-back RBIs here for the Manly Eagles give them a 2-run cushion, with Ollie Stokes now at bat with 2 runners in scoring position and a chance to really put Manly in a good position late in this game. So Ollie fouls that ball off down the third baseline. Umpire's looking for a ball to keep this game going. And that's going to be called a ball. A ball and a strike now for Stokes. That ball's going to be up 2-1. Big chance for Manly to really do some damage. Stokes hitting in the 5 hole for Ben Sutton. And that ball hit the third base. Lobaropoulos can't pick it up first time. Picks it up. Throws it across the diamond into the dirt. The ball gets away. Beasley scores from third. Hathwaite comes all the way around from second base, and it will be 2 runs scored on the error from the third baseman. Manly kicking out to a 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Baulkham Hills leaving Smith out there to hopefully get this one finished off without any further damage here. Good to see Charlie Brown still intently looking in all the way down in Melbourne. He likes the sound of Black Label Fitness, so make sure you go down and see the crew down there. And a big hello to Ian Dennis, Manly old boy and life member. Good to see the alumni catching this game here. Manly 5-1 in the bottom of the 5th Alfie grounds that ball to the shortstop. Gloves it, throws it across the diamond, and that is it for the Baulkham Hills Kookaburras. But they've given up a few runs. Manly have taken the lead with some insurance. 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Seventh Day Brewery is the Northern Beaches' youngest up-and-coming craft brewery and tap house. Conveniently located in the heart of Brookvale, the big-hearted venue with a thirst for excellence brings a fresh vibe to the craft beer scene, one small batch at a time. The tap house showcases the core and seasonal offerings, which currently have 7 beers on tap, 5 of which the core brand of Seventh Day Brewery. The venue is open all weekend long, so why not head down there after today's game and catch a brew or two down there. Seventh Day Brewery. Top of the 6th here at Aquatic Ballpark. Defensive changes for the Manly Eagles. They currently lead 5-1. Heading into the late innings of this game, Ollie Stokes moves behind the plate. Mikey Emir, who was a pinch hitter in that inning, he goes to third base. That pushes Trent Nicol out to left field. And Alfie goes back to right field. Just to make things super complicated for the scorers. And Miller fires in, strike one to Tom Pello to start this one. And this one's second pitch offering. Lifts it up, falling in front of Trent Nicol there at third base. So it'll be a single Pello to start the top of the 6th. So called strike there for Rob Moore. He's just checking the count, even though he's only faced one pitch and it was called a strike. Miller just checking the runner at first. First base umpire Billy Green calling a balk. Check on the replay what happened there. I had my head down in the book, making sure my scoring was right. Millie, being the lefty he is, probably didn't come to a stop. Yeah, no stop there. So, called strike. Miller checking the runner. Four-run ball game. That runner doesn't really mean a lot, but it can be the start of a rally for Baulkham Hills. But with the free swinging more, evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sorry, 2 strikes. The first pitch was a called strike. Of course it was. 2 strikes now for Miller. Moore single to right field on his previous 2 at-bats. That's going to be soft enough to get in play. Pello busting hard. He knew that ball was going to fall. So he was straight on his bike to third base, putting himself 90 feet away. Good secondary lead from Pello too. Watched the ball, saw that it was going to fall. So now Baulkham Hills with the 9-hole hitter. With runners on the corners with none out here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 soft offerings into left field for the Baulkham Hills club, but it doesn't matter how you get on, so long as you get on. So 1 strike here for James Miller on the catcher Rowan North. Miller checking the runner at first, keeping him close. Miller now sets, runner going. It's So with the runner going, Mikey Amir makes the catch at third base, tries to fire it across the diamond. Tom Butler trying to apply the tag before he gets the ball. The runner from third will score. A very important out. So the runner going there, Beasley broke for the bag. Ball got hit to second base, but a good recovery, even with the bobble, is able to throw out the very fast Hayden Liberopoulos at first base. Got him by a couple of steps in the end, but that is the second out of the inning. So Jack Dorman now with 2 out. Fouls off the first pitch from Miller. Behind 0-1. Curveball down in the dirt. Ball 1-1. Wind's picking up a little bit here at the ballpark. Nick Chappell waiting on deck for the Baulkham Hills, hoping to get his chance in this inning. Miller checking the runner at second base. And that ball is lined into left field. It'll be Dormer's first hit of the game. Second hit of the game. First hit of the game. Line drive into left field. So with 2 out here in the top of the 6th, Chris Corey's going to come out. Just have a quick chat to James Miller, break up a bit of Baulkham Hills momentum, and hopefully finish this inning off and get the Manly bats back in action. Whilst we have a break in the action, we'll recap some of the results so far in this round. So Wednesday night, your Manly Eagles over the Baulkham Hills Kookaburras, 7-5. Central Coast lapped the Penrith Panthers, 12-2. MacArthur held Blacktown to 1 run. MacArthur's third win of the season, third in a row. They got up 8-1. And Canterbury shut out the Cronulla Sharks, 5-0. Miller starts. Nick Chappell with a ball. Runner on 1 hit and 3, 2 out. Miller checks the runner at first. Under 18 action, Manly, like we said earlier, 8-1 victors over Baulkham Hills. Central Coast, 25-2 over Penrith. MacArthur, 7-2 over Blacktown. So Nick Chappell with the ground ball. RBI to Brad Zorn, just not able to corral that one. Lets the ball get away from it. Ties it up with that runner going in Dormer. Another run for the Baulkham Hills side. Still 2 out here. And it'll be the DH. Chris Oxspring pushes it into left field. Outstretched glove of Brad Zorn. Diving. Can't get it. Does tip off. And Trent Nickel comes through, picks it up. Throws it home. Cut off by Mikey Amir. And another run. Scores Dormer from second base. Always scoring on that with 2 out here. So Oxspring at first, Chappell at second, and there's going to be a pinch runner at first base for the Kookaburras with Nick Tolmie coming in to run for Nick. And manager Chris Corey makes the change here. He goes to his bullpen. Leo Matsuo will come to the mound. He'll be looking to end this threat from the Baulkham Hills club. They've pulled within a run. 5-4. So a couple more results coming out of the weekend. Earlier you saw Manly and Baulkham Hills finish third grade in a draw off an unlucky double play. The ball jamming up Dion Mason. Nice catch by Liam Gilchrist for the second out of the inning, and then Chris Fenari unable to retreat back to third base and tag up, was the third out of the inning, finishing the game. And then yesterday out at Campbelltown, Blacktown 8-6 victors over MacArthur. And then MacArthur again in first grade last night, 1-0. A close one over there at Gilchrist Oval. So MacArthur 4 wins in a row, and they've taken 2 in a row off Blacktown here in round 5 of the New South Wales State League. We'll jump over to the Women's League. Bring up the right page. Round 5. Baulkham Hills losing on forfeit. Couldn't get enough players to the ground, unfortunately, with the player pulling out late, so they had to forfeit their game. Blacktown beating Greenway. First time in 3 years Greenway have been beaten in first grade women's. 7-5. And then Ryde 18-10 over Cronulla in a high scoring game out there. Plenty of balls into the graveyard at deep centre left field for the Ryde, giving them early run support. And their second win of the season. And then in the second grade women's, Blacktown 10-4 over Cronulla. Penrith Leopards and Penrith Jaguars 11-3 in the Battle of the West. And MacArthur 21-2 over Keelyville Red. As Leo Matsuo starts off Tom Roberts with a ball. Ball 1. Called strike there. A ball and a strike. Tom Roberts aboard twice in this game through an error at second base and a single to the shortstop. Leo missing with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And then in the Friday night Manly Women's, they won 11-6 despite scoring 7 runs in the last inning. They ran out of time and couldn't complete the inning, so their 18-6 win was reverted back to an 11-6 win. But it's good to see the Manly girls riding high on that second grade ladder. 4 wins and 1 loss so far to date. That 1 loss against last year's champions. And a ground ball there to Mikey Amir will finish the inning. Leo Matsuo extinguishes the fire. And after the top of the 6th, Manly Baulkham Hills have closed the gap. And it's Manly 5, Baulkham 4 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard. So Manly 11-6, the official score in that one, despite scoring 7 in the last inning. But with time not available to complete the last inning, the game was called and the score reverted back to 11-6. Heard a couple of home runs were hit in that game. However, I also heard that there were a lot of errors in that game, so hopefully those girls can keep working hard at training, fix up those little things in their game, and they'll be better for it. But an excellent effort by not just the players and the coaches involved, but also the people around them supporting them. They do get the opportunity to train with the State League guys during the week. And they will be home next Friday night here at Aquatic Ballpark. So 7:30, come on up. Catch the Manly Women's in action. They'll be looking for win number 5 on the season. So we've got a pitching change here for Baulkham Hills. the lefty. It's the lefty right. Or the righty lefty. The lefty right up. So Tom Butler leaving things off for the Eagles in the bottom of the 6th inning. And he's ahead here, 3 balls. And he will be the first base runner of this inning. So, bottom of the 6th, Manly will want to get a couple of insurance runs, get back a couple of those runs they lost in that previous half inning, and finish this game off once and for all. Mikey Amir now, stepping in. He replaced Kazu Maeda in the earlier inning. That's 5-0 now for Wright. Butler with the lead at first. So both managers going righty-lefty. The first 2 pitches of choice. Left-hander out of the bullpen. As Wright fires in a called strike there to even the count 1-1. Mikey lifts that into right field. Pello will be underneath it and he'll make the catch. Didn't have to move too far, Pello, for that one. Mikey Mir picked him out pretty well, so it's 1 out. Seems the information on yesterday's Baulkham Hills women's forfeit didn't get to their president. Enjoying the races in his hometown of Bombala. Good to see Donnie's watching in down there. Probably a little bit chillier down there than is up here today, even with the sun out in force. A little bit of wind around, blowing through the broadcast box. I'll be getting my jumper in between innings. Adam O'Neill with some dirt, playing with his sight. 1 ball for Adam O'Neill here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. And that ball is down for ball 2. So these games, 2¼ hour timed games. No new inning after 2 hours and 5 minutes, which is coming up very soon at 2 minutes past 2 currently. And right with the call strike there to get back into this count. And Neil's still ahead though, 2 balls and a strike, doubled in his last at bat. Swings through this one. So 2-2 now, the count is even. Butler at first. Billy Green with the punch out at first base, the double play, and Paul Jones calls game. Manly win this game 5-4 after 6 innings. Brilliant performance by the pitching of Masa Endo and James Miller. Leo Matsuo coming in late there to finish things off. Adam O'Neill with the double in his last at bat. Unable to get anything out of there, but some good hitting by the Manly. Much improved from last week, and they have reaped the rewards of this one, 5-4 through 6 innings. We'll be back in a little while. We're going to take a bit of a break, get ready for the first grade game. I'm going to find the lineups, have a quick bite to eat, settle in for what is going to be a very good game in first grade. We'll see you back here at about 2 with the lineups. Thanks for joining in today. We'll see you back here very shortly.